So good morning. So I am Ithisri Misra going to discuss what the thermal engineering 2, that is your chapter 4, is known as that is boiler. So in the boiler, first we will discuss what is boiler. So basically boiler is a steam generator, and how you can define boiler. Boiler is a closed vessel in which water is converted into steam. And how the water will be converted to steam? By burning of fuel in presence of air at desired temperature, pressure and the mass flow rate. Okay. Then according to IBR, Indian Boiler Regulation, so what do you mean by boiler? Boiler mean any closed vessel exceeding 22.75 liter in capacity and which is used expressively for generating steam under pressure. Then what is the function of boiler? Function of boiler is, if the boiler is a steam generator device, so the steam generator is employed for the following purpose, that is in the steam turbine for development of electric energy, to run the steam engine in the textile industry, sugar mill, chemical industry or cogeneration plant, heating the building in the cold weather and producing the hot water for hot water supply. For that reason boiler is used. Then we will go for the classification of your boiler. Then according to the location of the boiler cell axis, the boiler is classified as horizontal boiler and vertical boiler. If the axis of the boiler cell is horizontal, so the boiler is known as a horizontal boiler, or it is known as Lancashire boiler, locomotive boiler, Babcock or Wilcox boiler. If the axis is vertical, then it is a Cochrane boiler. So the axis of the inclined, so that is known as your inclined boiler. Then according to the flow medium inside the tube, that is fire tube boiler and water tube boiler. If hot flue gases are inside the tube and water is surrounded the tube, that is known as your fire tube boiler. For example, your Lancashire boiler, locomotive boiler and Cochrane boiler, Cornish boiler, these boiler are the fire tube boiler. And if water is inside the tube and hot gases are surrounded, that is known as your what? Boiler is water tube boiler. Simple vertical boiler, Babcock Wilcox boiler. So these are the boiler of water tube boiler, example of. Next, according to the boiler pressure or pressure of the steam raised in the boiler, that is boiler is classified as low pressure boiler, pressure around 3.5 to 10 bar, medium pressure boiler, that is 10 to 25 bar, high pressure boiler, that is greater than 25 bar. So what is the low pressure boiler? Example of low pressure boiler is Cochrane and Cornish boiler, and medium pressure boiler is Lancashire and locomotive boiler, and high pressure boiler, that is basically water tube boiler, that is Babcock and Wilcox boiler. Then according to the draft use, that natural draft and artificial draft. So boiler need to supply air for combustion, and if the circulation of air is provided with the help of chimney, the boiler is known as a natural draft boiler. And when either a forced draft, fan or blower are used, so that is known as your what? Artificial draft. The natural draft simple vertical boiler, Lancashire boiler, artificial draft boiler, that is the Babcock Wilcox boiler and locomotive boiler. According to the method of water circulation, natural circulation and forced circulation. If the water will be circulation because of the difference of density or caused by the temperature of water, or that is known as your what? Natural circulation. And forced circulation, when you are using the pump or for the circulation of water, that is known as a forced circulation. The natural circulation is your Babcock Wilcox boiler, Lancashire boiler, forced circulation boiler is a Velox boiler, Lamont boiler, Loeffler, these are the basically water tube boiler. So according to the furnace position, internally fired and externally fired. If the furnace of the boiler is inside the drum or cell, the boiler is internally fired. If the furnace is outside the drum, that is known as your externally fired. Internally fired boiler are simple vertical, Lancashire boiler, Cochrane boiler. Externally fired are Babcock and Wilcox boiler. Then according to the types of fuel used, solid, liquid, gaseous and electrical, nuclear fuel and boiler. Okay. The boiler in which heat energy is obtained by the combustion of solid fuel like coal and ignite is called as solid fuel boiler. So accordingly, boiler uses liquid and gases, that is another liquid and gaseous fuel boiler. If boiler is works on electrical energy and nuclear energy, that is generation of heat, this is known as electrical heated boiler and nuclear energy heated boiler. Then according to the number of tubes, single tube and multi-tubular. If the boiler having one fire tube and water tube is called single tubular. If two or more than a multi-tube boiler. Single tube boiler are Cornice boiler and vertical boiler. Multi-tube boiler are Lancashire boiler, locomotive boiler and Babcock-Wilcox boiler. In the Lancashire boiler, the boiler is your